Okay, we're on number 3, and I'm reading it. The functions f and g are defined for all positive real number, such that f of x squared equals x cubed, g prime of x squared equals x cubed, and then it goes to g of 1 is 0, f prime of 4 is 4, and g of 4. I'm sorry, find. They didn't give that to me, find those things. All right, I'm a little confused at this point. Let's go to the whiteboard. And let's write down what we've been given and then what they want. So we've been given that f of x squared is equal to x cubed. We've been given that x is a positive number, right? It says a function f and g are defined for all positive numbers. So it's defined for a positive number. All right, what else did they tell me? They told me g prime of x squared is equal to x cubed. Well, that's odd, isn't it? They also go on to say that g of 1 is equal to 0, but they want me to find things. Whether they find f prime at 4, I have no idea. And they want me to find g of 4. I have no idea. All right? Now, a couple of different things I have to do. One thing I have to do is I got to differentiate this function over here because they are asking about it. So let's write this down. So if I take a derivative of that there, I would get f prime of x squared times, chain rule, 2x, and that would be the same thing as 3x squared. All right? So if I were to write this down, and I'll write it down for you. So I'm going to say x equals, what should we make x equal to? I guess we'd make x equal to 2, right? So what do you get over here? F prime of 4 times 4 equals 3 times 4. So f prime at 4 would equal 3. Right, so I found that. I got this one. You may say by chance, but I did find it. Now, I got to do the other guy. And the other guy, what is that guy? That's a derivative. And I guess what we could do there is we could integrate, right? So let's write this one down. And I'm going to say, g prime is equal, g prime of x squared is equal to x cubed. I'll write this over here. G prime of x squared is equal to x cubed. But if I were to integrate this guy, I'd want to use the u substitution. So you'd have to find something in the problem that would be the derivative of g prime's argument, and that would be 2x. So I want to multiply both sides by 2x. So 2x times g prime of x squared. And again, the reason for 2x, the derivative of x squared is 2x. And what's 2x times x cubed? It would be 2x 4. All right? What I'm going to do now, integrate both sides. Let's put that down. So let's integrate both sides. You get 2x g prime x squared dx is the integration. These are indefinite integrals, by the way. 2x4 dx. And there will be a constant integration. Let's not worry too much about that at this point. So what do you get over here? On the right side, it's fairly easy to do. What are you going to get? You get x5, and then you divide by 5. There's a 2 there, so 2/5. And I can say there will be some constant. By the way, it's on both sides. I'm just going to put it on one side now. And what I want to do is, I want to do u substitution over here. And u equals x squared. That means du would be equal to 2x dx. Let me get my eraser out. It's 2x dx. All right, so I'm going to put that down for you. That's going to be g prime of u du, which used to be g of u. And I'm going to say, instead of putting gu, I know it's g of x squared, all right? So let me get my eraser out, erase this over here. This should help me a little bit. And I'm going to say this really just, the other is just g prime of x squared. I'm sorry, not g prime, sorry about that. My mistake. It's really g of x squared, all right? Now the question is, can I figure out that information? I'm looking at it, and I think they want g of 4, right? Yeah, they do. I know what g is. I don't know what c is. And let's see what I come up with over here. Oh, I can use this. Let's write that down. So g of 1 is 0. Well, let's write that down. That means x is 1, right? So you get g of 1 is 0. And again, what does it mean? It means x is 1, so you get 2/5. So what would c have to be? I know what c is now. C has to be minus 2/5. So let me erase this. And I know c is minus 2/5 now. Let me erase it a little better than that. Okay, I got to remember what the question is, right? The question is what's g of 4? I can write this down now. So I set x to be 2, and I'll get g of 4. I'm doing this right over here, by the way. What's g of 4? It's going to be 2/5. Well, what would x be? X is 2, right? And what's 2 to the 5th power? Let's see, 2 times 2 is 4, 8, 16, 32. And then it's going to be minus 2/5. Let me do that arithmetic. It's coming down to 5. Let's see, 2 times 32 is 64. 64 minus 2 is 62. So it's going to be 62/5. So g of 4 is 62/5. I think that's the only two questions they asked, by the way, and we've answered them. And we're doing, let me see where the other answer was. Yeah, they asked for this one here. I'm going back over my notes, make sure they did ask for that. And they asked for f prime at 4. We said that's equal to 3. And then the other thing they asked for was g of 4. And I did answer that. And we did say it was 62/5. We're good to go. Thank you.